So for this image, which I did yesterday, I wrote on the back this idea of the Dormition of Mary, trying to explore a bit about what that means. The idea that she just fell asleep kind of reminds me of that line in Friends. Rachel says to Ross, "You fell asleep?" He was supposed to be reading her a really long letter. Apparently there's some debate about whether or not she ascended bodily into heaven. And there's this idea of being assumed, though Jesus did ascend bodily into heaven. And then there's this idea about what does that mean? Does someone levitate into the skies? And where do they go? Is it another dimension? I use mostly blue, a little bit of turquoise and white for this. It's followed whatever I was guided to do. And for this one, sometimes happens. When I started to see different shapes appear, guided to go over it. Don't try to see anything yet. Don't try to see anything yet. Like, you need to go to a deeper level, the layers. And while I'm doing that, I worry, obviously, what am I doing? That's standard. What if I've got rid of the nice thing and then nothing else nice appears? Sense that is art. It's a process, doesn't have to be perfect every time. So after a while, I actually saw that this was a face, kind of side profile. A face with a neck. I think this is hair or feathers in the back of her, like a headdress, looping around. I get this sense of this older face. Oh, it's blue, possibly of like African descent. I haven't gone over this with my pens because I don't want to ruin it, but maybe at some point I will if I feel guided to. So in the centre between her head and the hair or hairpiece, I feel like this piece actually looks a bit like a waterfall. It's got like different people in it. Then in her neck, it looks a bit like people are sort of surfing, perhaps on a cloud. Quite wispy again, because I haven't gone over with my pens, but I also, again, like, I don't want to ruin it. It all looks a bit kind of, I guess, stormy in her face. You can see what would be her right eye there. Kind of the hook of a bird, nose at the front. Kind of see different shapes in there as well, but mostly quite formless. So this at the top looks a bit like a wave, little bird flying. Possibly it looks like they're surfing on top of this wave. And then I can see the sort of the backs of different people in what would be a hair or hairpiece. Looks quite ethereal, glowing. Possibly a lizard face, sort of top green. And then top far left I can see a head looking towards the right. This makes me think of the idea of the Queen of Sheba, who brought extensive spices and jewels to Solomon from Ethiopia, I believe. The idea of the Ethiopian queen makes me think of Cassiopeia. The Queen of Sheba is quite often depicted as white in a lot of Western art. There's also a figure by her mouth, which is stood up, and it looks a bit like a wishbone. So plenty to think about. Thanks for listening, and please like and subscribe.